Shalom, shalom. I'm going to start by giving our praises to the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakadash. My name is Brother Napak from the Camp Prophet in Babylon down here in Tampa Bay, Florida. And I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. And I want to get into a short, quick lesson. And as you see with this article right here, it says the U.S. must prepare for simultaneous wars with China and Russia. So this is one of the articles, basically bringing out, how, America must prepare, man, for, simultaneous wars with Russia and China. Not just Russia and China either, man, but multiple other nations, that side with Russia and China, man. These are two great countries, man. All right. With two great military forces, So I want to call this lesson, America's destruction is inevitable. All right. Because as we're going about these days, these weeks, these months, you're starting to see everything is falling, is going to the coordinates that the scriptures, tell it to be. The prophecies are falling to their, the way it's supposed to be going into prophecy, how the scriptures prophesied, man. All right, you're starting to see that a lot more, man. All right, you're still hearing more rumors of wars, than ever before, man. All right, you start hearing about this than ever before, and I was like, every week, you got a different alert, saying how the U.S. is about to get into some trouble, with these other countries, man. All right, and Russia been plotting. China been plotting, all these other nations been plotting on America, because you got to understand, the U.S. is a big-ass bully, man, all right? And all these other nations never really liked the U.S., but they did love, the business they got from the U.S., the things they can do, selling products, all different type of things to the U.S., but in the end of the day, America's a big-ass bully, man, all right? They spoiled, they destroyed, all the different other type of countries, and they use their propaganda to make it seem as if they were the ones in the wrong. They were the ones that started the war, all right? And that's what America, Babylon, that's what they do, man, all right? But this alert specifically is telling them, the U.S. must prepare, man. All right, and this whole time they've been preparing, man. All right, they know they're gonna get into a war. These higher ups, Biden, these elites, they know, man, a war is coming. It's just simple ass niggas, that don't know, man. That don't think war is coming. That thinks everything's gonna be normal and fine. Everything. This whole thing's just gonna blow over. No, man. All right, they've been thinking that for years now, since 2020, that everything's gonna blow over. But really, all of these things that have happened, since 2020, is only building up for the destruction of America, man. All right, like I said, all these prophecies are lying into its place. All right, they're going into the order that they must be in, All right, and that's how we know we're in these end times. But first, I want to get this. This is Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 9. It says, "For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain." All right. So all these different, nations, the Lord says he's going to raise and cause up to come up against Babylon, an assembly of great nations, man. China and Russia are two great nations, all right, with great military power, and that's why, Russia said, if America, try to have a nuclear fight with us, man, there will be no survivors left, man. All right. because, Russia got a whole lot of, missiles ready to be shot in from each corner of the earth, man. From these other nations that's siding on Russia's team, And Babylon, Babylon is still in the dark, man. The people in Babylon, they're still in the dark. They don't know what's going on. They can't tell you what's left from right, when it comes to this war that's about to, brew up, so you starting to see, if you're really watching, man, you're starting to see, man, this thing is heating up, more and more and more. All right, there's no stopping it. It says, and they shall set themselves in array against her. So they're setting themselves in array against Babylon, making it where, they have to fight against Babylon. They have to have war against Babylon, all right, if they want to be in the next power seat. Hold on. If they want to be in the next power seat, the next ruler, Babylon has to be taken out. All right, and all these other nations know that, and Russia is the one that wants to be in that power seat, man. All right, it says, from thence shall she be taken. The arrow shall be as mighty, expert men, and none shall return in vain. So their arrows, their weapons, nuclear missiles, they're gonna be like mighty expert men, and none of them shall return in vain. All right. So they got a good military force, man, strong military force, and they know that. They know that America will not be able to last long against all of them at once. All right. It's like when you had that one bully at school, that bully, a good significant number of people, and those people become friends, and they gang up against, Babylon. They gang up against America, But I also want to get this real quick. It's Revelation chapter 18. I'm going to start at verse 8. It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall utterly burn with fire. For strong is the Lord Yahweh who judgeth her. All right. So this is talking about Babylon. So her plagues are going to come in one day. Great death, great famine, great mourning. All these things are going to come, when least expected too, and she's going to burn with fire. All right, and where's that fire going to come from? Is those nuclear missiles that's going to be shot over here from all these different other nations. All right, it says, and the kings of the earth who hath committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. So the kings of the earth, who committed fornication, with Babylon and lived deliciously, with her, they're going to be well. They're going to be crying, man, because, all the things that they have wickedly done, and they have abounded in wickedness, all that's going to be burned up, all the money that they made up from this place, all that's gone now, man. And so they're going to bewail her. They're going to cry. They're going to, lament for Babylon. All right. When they see that smoke of Babylon burning from those nukes, everyone's going to see it. Everyone's going to see, like how it was when 9/11 happened in America. Everybody TVs was turned to that newscast, man. All right. Seeing the whole thing with 9/11, man, everybody was shook. It shook the whole world, or it shook the whole, U.S., man. All right. And even all the other countries all the other countries were seeing as well, man. They're like, damn, what the fuck? They're going through it over there, So with this, man, it's going to be on a whole different level, a whole different vibration. The whole world's going to know about this, and they're going to see it, all right? It's going to be a day of great destruction, great death for Babylon. It says, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, at last, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn for her, or mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. All right, so In 1 hour, that great city Babylon, just, a great, great city, shall be destroyed, man. All right, only in 1 hour. All right, and all you niggas, that didn't want to accept this truth, that didn't want to abide by this truth, you're gonna die here with it. And Esau, Edom, all you other heathens that lives here as well. All right, only ones that's gonna be saved is the Lord, hopeful, elect, and remnant. And it says, all the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. So they got a lot of business, a lot of people, merchants, from different countries, different nations. They got a lot of, business from over here in America. A lot of people buy things from online, from the merchants, and they get a lot of business from America, man. But once America's gone, they're not getting that much business anymore. All right. That's why it says, no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. All right. But, that's really all I want to get on that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect, the ones listening in. I want to get into a short, quick lesson, just a quick hit. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect once again. The bond of showers and apostles, great millstone. Shalom.